Have you ever heard the story about the scorpion and the frog? The story goes like this. One day, a long time ago, there was a scorpion who wanted to cross the river. It couldn't swim, so it asked help from a frog. The frog hesitated, obviously, because it knew the scorpion could sting him. The scorpion assured the frog he wouldn't do it, otherwise they would both drown. The frog agreed to carry the scorpion across the river. They start their journey, but halfway through the river, the scorpion indeed stings the frog, dooming them both to death. The frog is dying and asks from the scorpion, "Why did you do it, even though you knew we would both go down?" And the scorpion answers, "I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. It's in my nature." The main theme of the story is that vicious, malicious people cannot resist hurting others, not even if they want it. Now the big dilemma is, who was a bigger fool in this story? The scorpion, who believed he could act against his inner behavior and wanted to prove his good intentions, or the frog, who trusted the scorpion, who is widely known to hurt others? Obviously, most of us would blame the scorpion. But I can't stop thinking, why did the frog take such a risk? You wouldn't trust someone who has stolen from you, and you probably wouldn't trust anyone who is known for bad behavior. Are we born bad, or do we grow up to be like this? The obvious moral of the story is, don't trust bad people. But what about helping bad people? Should we deny helping someone only because of their history? Should we turn our backs, or should we believe they can change themselves? We shouldn't do things for people or help them just because it's the right thing to do, especially if they've hurted us earlier. But then again, you probably would want to have another chance to prove yourself after acting badly. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Unfortunately, the frog was only fooled once. It isn't one or two times when I have been fighting against my inner signals. Usually that is in the middle of a fight or a heated argument, when I'm having trouble to not get carried away. I'm having trouble not to yell or to be sarcastic. It almost feels like a burning flame inside of my chest, waiting to be released. The reason why I love this story so much is because of the scorpion and the fact that he admitted doing wrong. We usually know when we are doing something wrong, even though we know it's going to hurt someone. Is there a scorpion in your life? Is there someone who time after time keeps scrolling back, promising to treat you nicely, and then, after you've trusted, stings you? Maybe you're the frog, a fool that gives other people the chance to take advantage of you. You may believe that people have good intentions and you get a great satisfaction in helping others. Or are you the scorpion yourself? Do you find yourself often in situations where you've hurt others? Do you want to change, but you keep going back to your toxic, hurtful traits? I am captivated by the idea that inside all of us lives a little animal. When push comes to shove, we act according to our nature, and we can't help it. Well, actually we can most of the time, and that brings me hope and joy, thinking that the game isn't over and I can overcome my toxic behavior in this lifetime. But the question still keeps haunting me. Why do we people hurt each other time after time? I think there's a little bit of both inside all of us. A frog with good intentions and a scorpion ready to sting. Separately, they are strong individuals, but together they create a great story.